Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tamati Podcast. My name is Destiny. I'm returning to the show. Happy New Year, Happy Lunar New Year, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I know we didn't have a Christmas episode, so I hope it was good. I hope you had a good Christmas. So, unfortunately, Lila and Crystal aren't with the show anymore. Lila might come back every so often as a guest, um, but we'll just have to see as that the time comes, and we'll definitely announce that. So we have two new co-hosts here. I'm super excited to introduce them. We have Aaron, aka Gotchi Boy, and Andrea. So
Hey,
just
Hello.
hey guys, how are you guys doing?
Doing well
good.
yourself.
Good. So we just would like to introduce them. So if Aaron would like to go first, basically just some history of your collecting, your first Tamagotchi, maybe when you started collecting, maybe what you got after you started collecting, stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Hey everyone. This is quite new for me as well, so I'm really excited about the experience here. But yes, my history of Tamagotchi, it started back when it first came out in the early 90s. I started off with a P2, I think it was. There was a clear P2 that was a white clear one, and it started from there. Like basically, it got to the point where I had like one Tamagotchi that I connected like multiple Tamagotchis to that one keychain, and I walked around as if it was like, like a badge of honor having like 20 of these things hanging from one
Same.
chain. So
Classic
it started,
90s move.
yeah, like baggy pants, a whole bunch of Tamagotchis on each belt loop. It was not a joke.
Damn.
Oh,
Right. So it started back for, like there, and then like gradually, obviously, when you get older, you grow out of things, you grow into other things, and you just evolve in a sense. But I recaptured my love for Tamagotchi again funny enough, when the Tamagotchi minis came back into production,
Mm.
and I saw one at
ooh.
Walmart, and I picked it up, and it was like a clear purple one, magenta.
Yeah, that one is so pretty. I saw your
Yeah.
video.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh my god, I really love this. And at first I was like, wait, it's like these Tamagotchis look so much smaller than I remember. I was like, was I that small, or was I just not knowing what exactly this one was? And then come to find out that it was a mini. And then
Right.
I was like, I need to know about what's going on with the Tamagotchi world. So I delved into more stuff online through Google and stuff, and I started collecting again. Once again, from there, it's like a Tamagotchi Mini started my full craze all over again. And like I started getting the Tamagotchi friends, and I've got my first Tamagotchi that was a color Tamagotchi, which was the Tamagotchi 4U Plus, and it just
Oh.
tumbled into a craze where my husband was like, "You're spending too much money."
Oh my God.
It's always how it starts.
Yeah, it was just fun to be able to have a hobby again, and be able to just enjoy these little you know you know treasures, basically, that I could call them. They're like my little gifts. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
that's awesome. And
Aaron,
Andrea, same for you. Like what was your first Tamagotchi when you started collecting? Also, Andrea has a awesome hobby that I want her to talk about, so go get into it.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
I got to follow up on Aaron's mention about your first Tama that reintroduced you back into the hobby being the 4U Plus. I gotta
Hmm.
say that's exactly what happened to me. My first introduction back into the hobby was the 4U Plus.
It's a good one.
The dark purple one, to be specific. What was your
Ooh,
color?
mine. It was
Yes.
the peach. It was like the
Ooh.
orangish peach
Ah,
color. I really love
okay.
like that color. It just spoke to me.
It's a color that's very kind of, you don't see it that much on Tama shells, right?
Yeah.
I love
Um,
that one. It's nice.
it's pretty cool, yeah. So anyway, that's why whenever you said that, I was like, whoa.
Oh yeah.
But
It's so funny because I started back up when the 4U just came out, so my first was a
you
4U as well.
too?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Not the
What
plus
was
though,
your
but
color, Destiny?
it was just the white 4U.
Oh, there you
I
go.
have
There's
that
nothing wrong
one
with
as
that.
well. That is a gorgeous with the gold trim, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Beautiful. So yeah, Hello, everybody. My name is Andrea, and I'm very excited to be here. I guess I'll start out by telling you my first ever Tamagotchi that I got. When I was a kid, I was about 10 years old, and my dad was taking me to rent a movie, and we saw these little Tamagotchis at the cash register.
Oh my god.
But I didn't know
What?
at the time, but they were like the knockoff ones, they weren't like officially Tamagotchi brand ones.
Oh.
So I
Because they're
just
at the
begged.
movies. It's kind of weird.
Right, exactly. Like they wouldn't really sell the good ones there, right? Like,
Right.
with Basement Video Rental Store. But yeah, so I begged him for it, and it was this gorgeous little cream shell that had a pattern of an umbrella and a sunshine and clouds. It was so beautiful. And when I got it, I just lied on my parents' bed the whole night playing this little thing. That was so cute.
Oh.
And so that was my first ever one. And my mom down the road, she convinced me to, get rid of some of my old toys and convinced me to get rid of that Tamagotchi. And ever since I did, I never really could stop thinking about it. I was always like, damn, where is that? Did I get rid of that? And regret, like seller's remorse or whatever.
Right.
And years down the line, so I had always kept in touch with Tamagotchi, like looking in the store and being like, oh, what Tamagotchi did they come out with recently? And I noticed that they had stopped coming out in stores. So I was always check the toy aisle and see what was there. And eventually, I couldn't find any. So I thought, oh, okay, they're just gone now. And actually 2015, so just 5 years ago, I was sitting in my living room with my boyfriend and I was like, yo, like, what is going on with Tamagotchi right now? Like, I don't think there's anything, right? With the magic of the internet, it was only, a few clicks away. And we just went into eBay Tamagotchi and it was like, for you plus $75. And I was like, oh my God, like my eyes just sparkled and I was like, gorgeous piece of
That's
work.
an awesome thing when you first see the color Tamagotchi and you're like, I didn't know what this was.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What is this new world? And at the $75 price point, because I didn't know that it was as amazing as it was and sort of more intricate than it is, that I was like, oh man, $75, that must be scalpers,
Right.
We found out that's the price point, so we just got it, and the obsession has been real ever since.
Oh, goodness.
And to end my story with a magical ending, about a year ago, I think it was on your group, Destiny, your traders group,
Oh, okay.
that I haven't asked him if it's okay to say his full name, so I'll just say Matt. Matthew had a photo up of my childhood Tamagotchi, which
Oh.
I had never seen before. Like, I kept looking for it online, couldn't find it. I almost, I was so excited, I almost threw up. It was insane.
Oh.
Oh.
I was like, oh, there's my childhood Tamagotchi. And he was like, private messaged me, and he was like, yo, do you want this? And I was like, oh, 1,000% yes. I told him the whole story. And he was so kind. He could have overcharged the crap out of me because I would have paid anything for it. But he gave me like the best price. Like, I was almost wanted to say, you should charge me more for this.
Oh.
But it came in the mail and it was the right programming. And it was just like when I was a
Wow.
kid. It was the best, you guys. And
Oh.
that is the end of my Tama story.
Oh, that's so
That is
good
so
though.
awesome. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Matt is super sweet. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's great, eh?
Mhm.
He's a really good dude. Oh yeah, and also Destiny, you guys want to know about the tea ceremony?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes, please.
I'm not sure if have you guys had any kind of prior
I
experience or
know nothing.
no, nothing?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's cool. It's actually very hard to explain, I gotta say. So defining the tea ceremony, it's basically just like a cultural practice in Japan that's been practiced for like hundreds and 1,000 years, and they've kind of kept it in the old tradition, of
Mhm.
making matcha.
Okay.
So
Oh.
you know how like you go to a cafe and you ask for a matcha. It's like a kind of a latte, or you get it in a cup.
It's
Mhm.
like foamy. They use the bamboo whisk, right?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
exactly. So that whisk we also use in tea ceremony, but we use these vessels called tea bowls, and you actually add just a scoop and a half to the tea bowl, and then you whisk it with a bit of water. So it's kind of like a smaller amount than
Mhm.
you'd be used to having in a cafe. But yeah, basically, when I go to tea, we study all different components, like learning how to make thin tea, learning how to make thick tea,
Mhm.
chabana, which is like, have you guys heard of ikebana?
Mhm.
No.
Okay,
No.
it's like Japanese flower arranging,
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
but in
Okay.
tea we have it called chabana. So it's like cha means tea, so like kind of tea, flowers for tea.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes
yeah.
sense.
That's
And we
awesome.
learn how to like lay charcoal and do the whole thing. So, and we do it all while wearing kimono, which I guess you guys may have seen in my picture wearing kimono, and that's really
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, I want to just have one something like that myself. I think it'd be like
Right?
so cool.
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of people do tea like they're like they have kimono or they want to wear kimono and they do tea as a means for doing that, I guess
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
could say. So it's
So
a
I
good
walk
way to
around
be
every
able
day.
to.
That is so fun. Yeah, I love the picture of you that you posted. They posted introductions on their Instagram if you want to check it out. Our Instagram is TMGCT, TEAT. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
yep.
let's get into it. What are we running? What tea are we drinking? And what are your recent purchases? Me currently, I'm running the Tamagotchi Connection 2 with my
Mhm.
brother. My brother came up to me yesterday. It was the cutest thing. He's never once did this. He was like, "Do you have a Connection original? I really want to run it." So
Oh,
I
Oh.
gave it to him to run.
nice.
Yeah, and then I started my my 2 so that well, it's a Japanese version too, but it's the same programming, what I believe. So we should be able to connect. And then I'm
Mhm.
running my Sweets Meats.
Aw.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Woo!
Super cute. Yeah. I'm drinking orange and spice tea with clover honey from my local farmer's market. It's super yummy.
Oh
And
my God.
yeah, in my recent pets, I got a Teku Teku 2DS, a Bunny Hoppy Chan
Oh.
BMU. Yeah, lots of good
Ooh.
stuff. And I'm waiting on this Korean bunny pet that's from Mimi World. It's like a vintage. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need this. And then this weird like kitty, like see what your kitty is like your real life cat is thinking virtual pet. So you're supposed to aim it at your cat.
Oh
Oh.
my God. That's
And I'm like,
awesome.
Are you
what the hell?
serious?
I need this.
I need that. I have a cat. Let's do this.
Oh my God. Can I ask,
And
is that in Japanese?
yeah, it is. Mm,
Oh.
yeah.
Man, I want one.
Yeah,
I'll let
I
you guys
think we're gonna
know.
be requesting pictures from you later.
Yeah.
Destiny.
It looks super cute. It's shaped kind of like a wand and it has like the pet, like the screen itself looks like a face.
Mhm.
So it's like one of those
Oh.
like face type pets. It looks super cute and the animations look cute just from the
Aw.
pictures that I've seen. Um, and I've also got a lot of real life pets over the past month or two.
Ooh,
Like,
let's hear.
Oh my
I
God.
got a bunny a couple months ago.
Oh.
Aw.
Um, and then I was at the Reptile Expo and I have been wanting sand boas. So I got 2 sand boas and a chameleon.
Oh
Um,
wow.
Ooh.
and then, and then this lady, her daughter didn't want her hedgehog anymore, so I adopted him. So
Oh,
they're my
that's
new
so
baby.
nice.
That's
So what
cute.
about you guys?
Aaron, you go first.
Okay, I'll go first. So what I'm currently running is the Tamagotchi Fairy on, the pink one, the Tamagotchi Magical on, the purple one, the Pastel Meets, the purple one, because I love my some purple,
Yeah.
and then also most recently an awesome subscriber on my YouTube or on my Twitter, I think. They went on my Amazon wish list and purchased me the Tamagotchi white shell on.
Oh.
And that came in the
What?
mail like a few days ago, and I seriously like almost broke down and cried because I was so happy that like anyone would do this for me.
Oh, that's
Wow.
so
So
That is
sweet.
so sweet.
I was thrown. I was like, excuse me? No.
Shout out to that guy.
No.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
huge shout out.
yeah, if they are listening to this podcast, please tell me, and so I can properly thank you so much for what you did for me. I can't believe it. So thank you, whoever might have purchased this. So I have I'm currently
Wow.
running also the Tamagotchi White Magical On, and then I am also doing the 2020 group hatch on Tamagotchi Collectors group where I'm doing the V3 connection for the full year.
For
Oh,
the
wow.
full year.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a commitment, boy.
Yeah. So I have 5 Tamas that I'm running right now, and oh my god, it's a handful. It's like having 5 kids. And
I was gonna say
Wow.
it's practice for a real child. That is for sure.
yeah, I try to run 3, 4 most, and 5. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try, but everything so far, no one died. Well, the V3 died. When it was on its 3rd generation, so I'm back to generation 1. So we're gonna try again, but
At least the good thing is to make them happy, you can just like connect them and
yeah, exactly.
Right. Oh,
Completely
so it
fine with
works
that.
like the meats kind of connecting builds happiness.
hmm
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. And then currently, I'm not drinking tea. I need something stronger, so I got coffee. So I have my coffee with my caramel macchiato creamer,
Mm.
and it is nice and creamy, and I am awake. So
Awesome, dude.
all's good with the world. And then I guess haven't done any recent purchases of Tamas. I just moved to a new home, so my whole entire thing has been about renovating and cleaning up and making pretty this house. But yeah, other than the Tamagotchi Magical White On, all's been standstill for a minute.
That is a great new purchase story for the
Yeah.
podcast. you know?
Yeah, I was surprised. I was I'm so humbled and so grateful. I can't no words can't describe. So thank you yet again, whoever purchased it, and if you are listening, thank you.
Big
Thank you.
shout out to that guy or girl.
Exactly, because I don't know who they haven't radio back to me, so I'm like,
Aw.
okay.
That is so
Awesome.
sweet.
Very nice.
There you go, Andrea.
As for me, I was planning on running out and actually getting a giant Starbucks tea this morning
That
to
sounds
have on
good.
time, like a Frappalappa, one of the fancy ones. But I ended up just making a pot of tea at home because I'm very lazy and got up a little bit too late to go out. And
I understand that.
so I'm just having a pot of orange pico tea with some pine honey.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh man, I love pine. Anything so delicious. But yeah, and I'm drinking it in my little Pokemon cup.
There you go. Represent.
And I'm also running a Sweets Meats. Woo!
I want
you,
one so badly.
you guys. Oh, Aaron, you don't have one yet, right?
No.
You
You're
got
so
once
pretty.
you get all moved in and everything, you got to join me in Destiny because it is a party over here.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing everyone's posts on it, and it's just I'm dying inside because of the cuteness. I
It's
love
so
those shells.
beautiful.
Those shells
It's-
are so beautiful.
Like they're ridiculously beautiful. And I think Destiny, you have the pink one just like me, right?
Yeah, I love the pink one. It was a must.
Isn't it? Because I
Okay.
did a poll in my group seeing like which color was more popular, and the yellow one came out to be more popular. But I was like, how? Like this is
Oh.
the
No offense.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
I love the pink. I don't know why.
It's
like
beautiful.
pink icing, next level. It's really
Right.
pretty. And I'm also running the Pink Fairy on, and I love that one so much too because it reminds me a lot of the pink hot springs in Earthbound. Do you guys know Earthbound?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah? Oh man, I saw that and I was like, Pink Hot Springs Earthbound bought, like done.
Yep.
So I'm running that little guy, and also the white Tamagotchi on, which
Oh, there
I
you go, yeah.
finally got a Mochi Mochi character. I've been like, vouching to get that guy.
So last
For
month's
Yes.
character on the app. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Finally got the
Alright.
dream one of him.
Oh, there you
But
go.
yeah, that's
Alright.
pretty much it for what I'm running currently.
Do you guys have any plans for Valentine's Day runs or anything like that?
Oh, haven't even thought about that.
I
But yeah,
know it's
that's coming
February
up,
now.
right? Whoa.
Hmm
Yeah, it's gonna be here sooner than later. Um, I need a plan in real life type of stuff too, but
Yeah,
if I
exactly.
don't, I'm in trouble. Um, um, on the Tamagotchi front, on my on my fairy, my pink fairy on, uh, I have a Karopi Tama that has My Melody head, and I forgot what the pizza Tama from the magical and the fairy on.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Pista
okay.
Chi or
I
something.
forgot her name, but the cheese drips, there are hearts.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah.
cute.
So I have a Karopi, My Melody, cheese drip hearts Tama on that one right now. It's a lot. But
And the fairy has hearts too, right? The
yeah,
fairy
so
shell.
I'm
Yeah, on the shell. Yep.
yeah, so I have
Awesome.
that one. He's currently yellow, which is his normal coloring, but I'm gonna try to shoot for pink coloring on him so that I can have it be completely Valentine's Day themed by the time it comes around.
Yeah,
That is so
and it'll
cute.
match your shell too.
Oh yeah, he's gonna look awesome.
He'll be all ready for Valentine's.
Oh yeah, he'll be on
He's
the
gonna
app.
get all the app requests.
Yeah, yeah. Like, calm down, ladies, calm down.
We'll all be trying to marry you, man.
There
You
you
better
go.
watch out.
There
Love
you
is
go.
in the air in the app.
Oh yeah, that's gonna this month for sure. It's gonna
Oh,
get
yeah.
scary.
Get ready to spread that seed.
Right.
Oh my gosh. There's so much to choose from. Like, I don't know what to run because there's the Tamagotchis, there's the Osumesu, there's
Oh yeah,
anything with a heart shell you could run. There's
yeah.
also the Pocket Love that I have, which is the two kitties that you try to, make them like each other more. Um,
True.
Nano Puppy Family. So I'm trying to decide, but I think I'm gonna go for Pocket Love because I haven't ran that in a while.
No,
Yeah,
I
that'd be
think
cool to see.
because I
Mhm.
have the Mesu Osu as
Mhm.
well. I didn't think about that, but that'd be
Yeah.
like, how many
Perfect.
times am I gonna be running this month? I can't handle. They're like, do they have a pause function? Because otherwise I can't.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do
Because they're
either.
like vintages.
Yeah. Well,
What
darn.
about you, Andrea?
That is a good question. Since I am also in the process of a move, I'm probably just gonna stick to my fairy on and call it a Valentine's Day one.
Yeah, that
Here you
works.
go. Yeah.
It's just too busy, too crazy, and I almost lost my adorable. I got a lovely cheese Santa on my Sweet
Oh.
Sweets,
Aw.
which actually sucks, you guys, because it is the cutest thing ever, and
Oh,
I'm
but
like,
the beard?
no, it's
No?
actually
Oh,
like
okay.
I'll send you guys a picture after. But
There you go.
it's the cutest Tama ever, and it's also a curse because I just got my sweets meat, so I wanted to blend with all the sweets guys, and I'm like, I have to stay. It's the perfect Tama. I can't get rid of him.
Right.
So I can't
Oh.
explore with the sweets gene.
Oh. See, that's the
Yeah.
thing what I don't like about, like, if you like a Tama that's like perfect how you pictured it and everything, you don't want to get rid of it, but you want to
Yeah.
proceed with the game somehow.
You know what would be a really cool feature is if they had like something like a Tamatomo, but instead of what the current Tamatomo is, it's kind of like you can send your current Tamagotchi to their own house, and then you can
Right.
call it back when you want.
Right.
Oh,
That'd be
that'd be
cool.
so cute. Because I miss my pumpkin mix, my little devil pumpkin.
Yes.
He was
See,
cutest thing.
mm,
Right?
so those break my heart. Like, mine were the my Karopi twins on my Fairy-on, which was they were mixed. So one was a My Melody head, and the other one was a Kuromi, which was like
Kuromi.
Oh, Kuromi, right?
yeah,
that guy.
Kuromi.
Right.
So they're fraternal twins, but they had different heads and faces, and they're perfect. But
Oh,
I was like wanting to proceed with the generations and keep on doing new things. But
Right.
that would be a feature that I would love if they ever contributed something like that to the franchise.
that is
Bandai,
a
if you're
really good idea.
listening,
Yeah.
Right. Give them apartments. Give them apartments.
Give them a yeah, so you could visit like all your old. Oh, that would be so cute.
Oh my God. It'd be like, but you probably have to pay for like cloud, like storage for them.
I hope they get so advanced that the Tamagotchis. Kind of my dream is that the Tamagotchis will just keep increasing in size, so they're like the Decas, you know?
Oh, there you go. Right. Oh my God. Like, forget, a cloud. Like, give us a Deca that we can like take home,
That we
and then
can
just
play.
throw them up in there and be like, bye, see you guys later, and then
And then there'd be enough space in the back for the programming so that it could be like a full game, almost like a Switch game, but like a Tamagotchi game.
Man, Bandai, you listening? Do this. Do this.
We've got ideas that'll blow your mind and blow our pockets.
Make it happen.
I will drop 300 on this.
It kind of makes me think of what is it called? Tomodachi Life, where you have characters in the apartment. You could like see them doing their little things, and they look all like goofy.
yeah, like you can they'll be out in karaoke or whatever, looking crazy, getting drunk, coming back home, having their kids, But no, I mean that'd be smart. I mean that's another way in which to evolve the Tamagotchi community and the new devices. Yeah, like, come on.
Especially if they're gonna have you create like all these cool mixes, like your own personalized characters, like let us see them like somewhere, like
don't just make them die, not die, but become grandma and grandpa.
Right.
Oh.
One day.
Yeah, one day, hopefully. Well, speaking of the meets, I did do a poll. I don't know. I think this was a couple months ago or like last month, but it was near the release of the sweets, and it was like asking who has scratches under their buttons on their sweets meets, so our poll was 46% yes and 54% no. However, some people like commented saying, "Oh, I said no, but I see them now." So it's probably a little bit more even. But
that was me.
So yeah, it's just a weird thing that the sweets meats are shipping out with these weird scratches. It's probably from the factory, but it's really pretty. But it's just kind of, some of them are really deep. Like some people share some pictures. Like mine, thankfully, is not very deep. But what about you, Andrea?
It's very surface. Mine as well. Like I didn't even notice it at the beginning. I was like, oh, I dodged a bullet there, and then I caught it in a certain light, and I was like, damn it.
It's so. I wonder what caused it, but it must have been just like when they were painting the faceplate or something. There must have been like an error, but it's so weird because I just ordered mine recently and it's still having that issue. So
right, because they're very straight as well, right? Like it must be a factory issue. It's not like they're kind of all in the same. Yeah, they're kind of all going in the same direction, very straight. So it must be a factory thing.
Yeah. So like usually it's usually the American Tamagotchis that have these sort of issues, like bad speakers and stuff like that. It's weird.
Yeah.
Japanese is doing that. But yeah,
cosmetic compared to physical.
Right.
But I thought it was definitely worth a mention. It's a very weird thing. Hopefully the next ones don't have that.
Right.
I mean, that is a huge number. 46%? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's unfortunate, but I don't know. I guess if you mention it to Amazon, if you do have it, if you care enough, they'll probably send you a replacement. But because they're really good with that, but they'll probably have the scratch. But
that's
like
true.
The replacement,
a new one.
Yeah.
Just keep rolling that dice.
Right. But no, that's the thing I would probably consider even more so now, because I am saving up for one for the sweets meats. So like it's good to know that there's a potential for that to happen.
Right, you're prepared.
That to expect it potentially. So it's like, okay, but as long as it's functioning, I'm not really as like upset about it, but it might be something that I might have to consider when I do purchase one eventually, because I am.
You're getting the yellow one?
Yeah, I want the yellow one. I just I have a lot of pink and purple shells, and I've been trying break out of like what I normally like, because I do like, I love like my pinks, my purples, my blues, And then when I saw that shell, I was just like, oh my god, it's so. I like the creaminess of its yellow. It's not like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
neon bright yellow. It is a cream yellow, which looks delicious to me. So I want that.
It's kind of, I think Destiny and I were saying that it was kind of reminded us of the Sanrio, the
Yeah.
cream color
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
Sanrio.
Right.
The mix,
The mix.
Yeah, the mixed one. And
Mhm.
actually, the yellow sweets meats has a decent amount of pink in it still, like the drips and
Hmm.
some parts of the sprinkle background. So you'll still get
Yeah.
a shot of what you love in there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm just obsessed with the inner mechanics of it. Like I was like, is there any way in which to get those creams, those browns, those chocolate colors? And everyone's like, no,
Right.
it's exclusive to the device. And I'm like, my heart hurt. I was like, oh man, I want that so badly. So I need to get it in my life. So that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't tried Polywatch or anything. I don't know if anyone has tried that, especially for like the more faint scratches. It would probably work. It's probably worth a try.
Oh yeah, definitely. Be something to consider.
For sure.
Mhm. So, well, in other news, we are also delving a little more into the Amazon re-release of the P1 and P2 of the newer ones that came out. Was it this past month in January, correct?
Yeah, I
Or was
believe
it in
I
December?
believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the Argyle print, the floral print, like pastel Tama of the, was it the P1 and P2, and then also I
Mhm.
think it was like one that was called let me see, Sahara
Ooh.
Sunset, which was the P1 and P2, Majestic, which was the Argyle one, and then also the Paradise, which was the floral one.
Mhm.
I wanted to get the floral one because I wanted to match my pastel meats because they would do so well together.
Oh yeah.
They would, yeah.
Yeah, and that would be
Baby
such
version.
an Easter Tama's the run right there for sure.
Oh
What's-
yeah.
What's cool about these is the speaker is a lot nicer on these. So like definitely an improvement from the last P1s and P2s. So I like
Oh,
that. And the designs as well, like they kind of look like they were printed on the last ones, like there was lines and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, on these ones
yes.
they look pretty nice. Like I'm pretty impressed with them. So
So
Sure.
like they're more like painted, like embedded into the actual shell as opposed to being like something
Yeah.
like
Just printed
iron
on.
on.
yeah, it seems
Right.
more like that. I don't know. It could still be printed and they sort of maybe glossed it, but it definitely looks better.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
there's some more of a finish to it afterwards,
Yeah.
so that it adheres better.
Definitely,
I-
yeah.
I feel you guys. The P1s, even though they had beautiful designs, I really felt that printed design on it.
Mhm.
You know, like it wasn't as nice as the classic ones. So I'm glad
Yeah.
to hear that that's, been, even if
And
they are
that's-
printed, it doesn't have the printed feel, I guess, with the new
Right.
ones.
Yeah, and like when the re-releases came out, which I was a little surprised at, is that there was a lot of Tamas that were more opaque, very they were solid colors, but they didn't think to put any of them that were like as much clear ones. Like, they have quite a few of them, but not like as
Oh.
many as they did back in the early 1990s. Like
Back
there
in the
was like
day.
clear black one, clear white one. There was, but they had a few of them that were like that, like the blue, it was like the tealish blue one, and I think there was one other shell that had that. It was the mermaid shell that had the glitter back,
Yeah.
which I thought
that
I
Yeah.
thought like they could probably done some more of those type of ones because I love that one when the re-release of the P1 P2 came out.
yeah.
But,
And we noticed that kind of stuff too.
I
Mhm.
love the transparent shells. Those are like some of my favorites.
Yeah.
So
I have
Oh,
yeah.
so many of those. I love them. I love seeing the inner mechanics of the Tama, but then having that punch of color. I love it.
Any 90s kids would love that, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a straight up 90s child. So
Oh, me too. Plays right into our hands, like.
yeah. Like sold. And like if they did that clear shells with the meats.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. That would
Yeah.
be so cool.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
blowing my mind, Aaron.
I'm just saying. I Bandai, if you're listening. I want to keep on saying that every single time. Bandai, if you're listening. Hello.
You don't even have to paint it. Just leave it.
Right. Yeah. Just leave it completely clear. We're good. Thank you. Here's
Oh.
my money.
That's what we crave.
Right. So I don't know, but it'd be something to really consider. I see, but like, yeah, I'm glad the fact that they're bringing the re-release of the P2 back. I'm just grateful. Thank you. Keep it coming.
For sure, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
happy with any new release, but a Digimon anniversary-like connection with all the connections in one, that would be, I know we've said it before on the podcast, that would be amazing if
Yeah.
we start.
Oh.
Yeah, like, I mean,
Yes.
there's so many like, things like now, especially with the technology that we have compared to what we had, that this could happen easily if they just got a team together and just brainstormed and put it together.
Oh yeah, I mean they're doing it with Digimon, so
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean it's possible. Come on, guys.
Come on, help us.
We should be on the Bandai team. Do you see all our amazing ideas?
I'm just saying. I have a list.
Meanwhile, Bandai's like,
They're like, these are
Right.
terrible ideas.
Oh Lord.
they're like, we already thought of that. Here are the reasons. No, I'm
Why
just
it didn't
kidding.
work. Oh, dang.
Nah, that would be cool though. I bet it
Yeah.
could work. It.
No. Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm sorry to say, but it looks like we have a leak in the Tama podcast. Officially, we have some characters that have been leaked for the meets or the on as well. We found some files have been found in the app, which, as you probably already know, Tarachi has been confirmed because he is starting today, I think, this month's app special guest
Yes.
For February.
for February.
Yep.
And we've also found some files that link us to Kiririchi, Yume Michi, Kofrechi, and yeah.
Yep, those are the three. So Bolter, I think he went into the software of the app itself. He was like looking into it. I don't know how he does all that, but I don't know. But he found these files of like the hair pieces that would be seen like on those characters, meaning they're probably like pieces that you could mix and get those traits. So they're probably going to be like March, April, May characters in the app, hopefully. But they're definitely more of like the Tamagotchi Friends era.
Yeah.
Tamagotchi,
Right,
That's super
yeah.
exciting.
Oh yeah.
So-
Anything Friends and Pierce is where it's at. 'Cause
Aaron
they-
loves the friends, so this is gonna be
Yeah.
your year, man, because
Yeah.
all
They're
these
very
friends guys.
cutesy, very girly, but they're
Mhm.
they're very cute.
Oh yeah.
And
Like,
I find that they're the most humanoid of all the Tamas, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like people.
Like, I
Which-
felt like this was like a more of a twist in the sense because we had so many Tamagotchis that were just very simple in design. They have like
Yeah.
more complex dialogues to each character, which I love.
Yeah. So we can
Yeah.
look forward to maybe seeing these because the files that we found. I mean, pretty much. I'm pretty sure these are definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah, and there's also there's this weird little trash man guy.
Trash. Oh yeah.
He's like, I don't know, it must be a new character. I'm not really sure, but he's like a little fluff ball in a trash can.
Yeah.
That is adorable.
I was a little
want
surprised.
out
I
of
was
all
like,
these trash can guys.
because as soon as I saw the trash man Tama, I just thought of Sesame Street. Like,
Yeah.
was it the Grouch, whatever?
Oscar the Grouch?
Yeah, Oscar the Grouch. So I was like, oh my god, that'd be so cute. But yeah, I mean, if it's something that's gonna be completely new, I'm excited to see what this one's all about. Really.
Yeah.
I'm actually really looking forward to that trash can guy because in my Stardew Valley file, I went through enough trash cans where you actually get the trash can hat.
Yeah.
So now my Tamagotchi, Destiny's like, what? She's like, I don't go through garbage.
Right.
I'm
I
the
have
garbage master.
Before, and they're always like, "What are you doing in the garbage?"
Right. Yeah.
The trick is you got to do it when nobody's looking.
Yeah. And funny enough, I just started picking up Stardew Valley on the Switch, and I dug through the trash in front of like I forgot the older folks that live there. I forgot his
Yeah.
name. George.
George,
And they were
yeah.
out he was out wheeling around, and I was digging through the trash. And he was like, "Hey," like he got upset at the fact that I was digging in his trash. But I think
Oh
that's
yeah.
everyone in the town. Like, even if you go into their houses and stuff and dig in their trash bins, they get upset about it too. It's just everyone
Well,
is really, really sticklers about their trash.
pro
Like,
tip,
that's
guys.
trash.
If you go through enough trash cans, you will get a hat, and you can now have a Tamagotchi in the future that matches your hat.
There you
Yeah.
go.
There you go. That's so fun.
Oh,
But yeah, those will be pretty cool. Like it looks like it's just going to be like the hair of them, so that's
Yeah.
going to be funny to see
right.
maybe like an ugly looking Tamagotchi like with a nice
With
little
a Fretchy
bun
hair.
or like a pigtail.
Oh my goodness.
Or like a beautiful Tamagotchi that has a trash can body.
Oh God. Like
Oh my God.
she's sweet, but she's trashy, or
Yes.
something like that. But no, I think it'd be fun to be able to see what all these mixtures are going to be. I'm thinking also like if it's just the head portions, do they ever consider possibly the body? The body modifications too as well for the
Yeah.
like their wardrobe. It'd be fun to see what they're all about too.
Yeah, that would be cool because
Yeah.
they all are like fashionistas.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah, basically all
And
of
their
them.
eyes are cute too.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's exciting. Hopefully that's like in the next few months and hopefully the leaks are real because that'd be super cool.
yeah.
So that's yeah. And then so there is this awesome person on Instagram, Rino Seo. A lot of you may know her. She does a lot of like custom color Tamagotchi stuff. She actually made Pikachu on the meats. And they are so cute. They're standing in this picture off her Instagram. It's a yellow Pikachu, an orange Pikachu, and an orange Kuchipachi all standing together. And she said, "I'm so happy to get Pikachu on my yellow meats. It was harder than I thought." So they look super cute. I don't know if they're like they must be just how they are. I don't know if they're outfits, but anyway, she's not going to release the files until the Meets app is shut down. So after, like, it's probably going to be the next generation of Tamagotchis, unfortunately. But we have something to look forward to for when we're not mixing in the Meets app. So that's fun. And
Yeah.
they're super cute and chubby.
Oh,
Yeah.
How
so
I
cute.
Pikachu.
I want it. I
And
want
it's true,
Pikachu
'cause,
so
like,
badly.
The app probably will shut down eventually too, right?
Yeah,
Because like the
eventually.
For You
Yeah.
app did, and thank God for Mr. Blinky in recovering that for us, because
Yeah.
that's really what makes the For You so great is the
Yeah.
app. So thank you
Right.
to all the people who do My Meets and contribute to that, because it's gonna make basically give the longevity to our Tamas that we want even after Bandai backs
Right.
out.
Yes.
So.
Thank you. You guys are like the OGs of the Tama community. They're making magic in our lives so much easier because like when they like the For You when I got the For You Plus, I was it was starting to, I think the app was going away and stuff like that, and then
Me
being
too,
able
man.
to download, and I was like, I need to get a Nexus tablet. I need to find a Nexus tablet. I need to find something I can download this device. But like it was as easy as finding something that was compatible and being able to download. So I'm sort of happy in the sense that we'll be able to continue to do custom characters on the app, or at least on the devices eventually, because I think it'd be cool to have not just like just Pikachu, but other Pokemon characters on the devices as well. I think it'd be really cool.
For sure.
And
Go ahead.
Sorry. Sorry. I think there's a little lag on my end, but I was gonna say it's really funny because Aaron and I seem to have the same experience. Like I got the For You Plus was my reintroduction, and I also got it near when the app was ending, and I also just bought a Nexus tablet just so I could transfer the items. So when you said that, I was like, wow.
And I think she was also the Rino Seo was the one that created the Clefairy and was it Pikachu on Eevee? Yeah, Eevee on the For You and For You Plus. So I'm glad that I have those characters on that device because I can be able to play with them repeatedly over and over again. And I'm glad that she's even considering doing this for the meets and the ons, because that gives it a little, like you said, more longevity, and then we get to have a little bit more fun after all is said and done. I mean, it'd be a sad circumstance when the app does shut down eventually,
Definitely.
but you sort of get like a little good, gift at the very end of it all and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
they breathe new life into the old color Tamagotchis for sure.
That is a great way of saying that. I like that. Very poetic.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
And the Pokemon Center? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
The background is just whoa.
Yeah, it's adorable. She makes such good stuff, and she also has a Patreon if you'd like to subscribe to her Patreon. She basically gives out these downloads that are Patreon exclusives for like peas and stuff like that, and they're always really super cute.
Oh yeah.
They aren't they? Like stuff she comes up with is so creative.
It's like to the nines, just like clean cut and worth your time in purchase, because
and worth the money, exactly.
Yeah, it's just, and it, like the exclusive stuff that she has and everything, it's just like it gives you that urge to want to get it as soon as it does come out before it goes away. But no, it's because I think it was like her set for the Pierce, which was like the Sakura set, which was like was it the yukata, the Sakura head, the background.
Yes.
So
that's
gorgeous.
A gorgeous one. That's my favorite one.
So it's like I saw that and I was like, okay, I need to subscribe. I need to donate. I need to have this in my life.
Yeah. I love that she also wrote that the two Pikachus, one is like a shiny Pikachu.
Yeah,
so
in the description.
Like, oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys, we got some shiny hunters in the house.
Oh yeah. I've been trying. I'm not the best shiny hunter in Pokemon, especially Sword and Shield. I'm still learning.
It's tricky, yeah.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
I was just looking on her Instagram and I see this little Pikachu couch. Oh my gosh.
Oh, really?
Cute. It's the wallpaper with the Pikachu shaped as a couch with a little Pokeball on the floor and Pokemon all around. It's so cute.
I'm gonna look into this. Oh my god, you're right. Yeah. Aww.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Oh my goodness.
She's not playing around. Like I said,
she's not playing around.
She is. Yeah. She's doing so much for y'all and us. Like, so yeah. Just send every bit of love her way to keep on doing this. Keep on doing this.
Okay, Bunny Pikachu. Holy cow.
Right.
I know Destiny loves bunnies, so that is like, wow.
Oh my god,
so
yeah,
cute.
that mix. Yeah, those are. Oh my god, those are so cute.
So cute.
And she even paired it with the yellow meats to go with the Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's dedication, people.
Going all
That's what we like.
But no, I'm hoping that she does a lot more cute characters, Eevee, Jigglypuff, Clefairy, all the ones that you would really, really like, think would do well within the Tamagotchi realm.
Yeah. Because they do have to kind of be the cuter ones, right? Or at least cuter renditions to fit. Like, I can't imagine like a Garchomp Tamagotchi,
Cute as it is.
Or a Dialga,
Yeah.
It was like a chibi Dialga.
Right. Just make those into plushies for them to play with. I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Cute. Because I mean, the mixing genes aspect of that would be like giant Dialga legs and then a Pikachu head. Like, what?
Yeah, that looks scary.
That would be disturbing.
Walking into the screen. No, I'm good.
See on the Halloween episode.
There we go. Oh Lord.
My new favorite Pokemon though is the Impidimp evolution line. Oh my god, can you imagine a little devil on there?
Oh my god.
Or a little imp or whatever he is.
Mm-hmm. I think that the characters for this generation of Pokemon, like Milcery, like the cutesy, like the dessert Tama that's on there. I think that'd be cute to incorporate as well. I think a lot of things like this year has been like sweets driven. You notice that though?
Oh yeah.
Like
her
the trend.
Gigantamax form is just a giant cake. I love that.
Like I think everyone's like in a desserts type of feel this past
mood
year.
And even the Galarian Ponytail. I'm like, she could be made of cotton candy.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Cotton candy
I'm fine
hair.
with that. Mm-hmm.
I'm loving this aesthetic, and then the sweets comes out, and all this candy aesthetic is like, yes, this is where I want to be.
I want more.
Keep it coming.
Right. Just to keep the ball rolling, we had a leak about the Evangelion Tama rumor where they're thinking of having this Tamagotchi come out as well. Not that much details has been talked about it, but it's supposed to be coming out potentially this year in June. So in my whole entire mind with this, because it's like when it's Tamagotchi's themed around a particular game, character, or genre, I always think that it's potentially going to be a nano as opposed to like a full blown like mix meets type of thing. It's more or less going to be like very singular to a specific device. So like for example, the Gudetama, the Tamagotchi EV, it's specific just to that device, and it doesn't really branch off to anything else. It's just very to that like that structure.
Right. And this was the person who leaked this has been correct in multiple like prediction leaks, basically like all the nanos that have been coming out. So there's no like there's no picture of it. There's nothing from Bandai, but it's just a leak from an outside source that has been previously correct. So this could not happen, but also it's probably going to happen. So
yeah, and I'm trying to think like, because I understand with a Gudetama you can get like different facets of his personality and different foods, traits, and stuff like that. And with Eevee, you have your different evolutions. I didn't know. I just didn't know for sure how they would play with this, other than the characters are based in the show, or potentially their mechas or their devices that they run in war and stuff and battle with. So I was just like, I don't know for sure how that would play out.
Right.
But it's just something to consider, but because it is just a potential leak basically of this potentially coming out, I just don't know how it would play out device wise. Like how would the gameplay be? So it's interesting to think.
And now with the Nano, like with the Tamagotchi alongside the Pac-Man, it could be the character itself, or it could be the Tamagotchi alongside the character. Because now they're going both ways with that. So
that's right.
It's interesting.
So that is a little like, we don't know for sure. It can go anyway. I mean, it is Tamagotchi. Like they've been, throwing us curveballs for quite a few years now. So it's like I don't know what they're gonna do, and it's exciting to know, like to figure it out eventually. Like, oh, I didn't even think about it that way. So
right,
we just don't know.
Throwing us curveballs.
Yeah.
That we can count on.
For real though, if this happens, if they don't make a Sailor Moon Nano, I'm gonna.
Don't. You just opened up a whole universe of things.
A universe of words.
Girl, for real. Like seriously, come on, Bandai, Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
I mean,
like the lowest
Luna.
Fruit.
Oh my God.
There's a whole family: Luna, Artemis, and Diana.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can do that could be the companion to like the Sailor Moon one, Like give us give us a set, like give us hope, Like come on. I'm just thinking like you bring that up and stuff because I'm like, there's all the Sailor Scouts. Like it can be from, first season to the Sailor Stars. There's so many things that could happen. Yes. Like come on.
Pets, right? Like how we have the pets in the meets, the Sailor Cats could be pets.
Oh, that would be so cute.
Yeah.
Like come on.
And Sailor Moon collabed with Sanrio like last year, I think.
Oh,
please do the collab.
Yeah. I mean, it's like one of the. It's very nostalgic, and it's still very relevant. Like Sailor Moon, like when they revamped the series, based more on the manga than like on because like some of them they took a little bit liberties on from the manga based off from the anime. So like they're trying to play true to heart now with the most current anime. So it'd be like the best opportune moment for it to happen, I think.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. And but off topic, but when is season 4 of Crystal coming out?
I don't know because I purchased it after it's all been said and done, so I can binge watch it the full time when it comes out. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe it'll coincide with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because like most recently they redubbed the Sailor Stars season of the ones that are made in I think the 90s or 2000s, and so I binge watched that as soon as that was redubbed. So I'm like really excited for that. but then like the new season. So it's like, come on, like if they were to do something, it would be the most opportune moment now because it's very relevant to what's going on currently in that in the Sailor Moon universe,
Right.
if you will.
Yeah, I find it
very
kind of
alive.
it's
Go ahead.
funny too. Like I kind of expected them to release the Eevee over here, especially with like
Oh,
the
yeah.
new Pokemon's coming out and everything.
Yeah.
But Gudetama kind of got a predecessor over Eevee, which I found kind of interesting because that would blow up over here.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know?
definitely.
That is the strangest thing. I agree. Like,
like
I don't know. Like,
it just
even
yeah.
Gudetama, like, out of all the Sanrio characters, Gudetama? I mean, I get that it's an egg. I guess
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's fine, whatever. But Pokemon is definitely
Mm-hmm.
good.
More
Would be more,
Western.
yeah.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Because even when the Eevee came out, I was like, why didn't they do a Pikachu one? I mean, he is very much the mascot of the franchise. But like
Yeah.
you have surfing Pikachu, flying Pikachu.
Ooh,
you
Hats Pikachu.
Yeah, so it's like you can do so many. They did it in the Pokemon Go app. Just saying.
Yes,
So it's-
you could
it's
just do
just-
all those ones.
Yeah, so it's like that's a Tamagotchi in the making right there.
Yeah, they're kind of shifting focus to Eevee, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't know.
We'll see.
We shall see. Well, yeah, so Bolter is hooking us up once more, guys, by adding new characters to my meets. The next one being Shimashimachi, which looks like last time we saw him was in the mix.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure when this is planned to be released, if he's also planning after the app goes down or...
Yeah, I'm not sure. He hasn't posted any updates that I've seen. But I mean, he'll probably add it to My Meets because he's adding stuff to My Meets. He just says don't use the app if you're gonna use My Meets. So that's probably
Right, yeah.
what he'll do.
We all have like one delegated Tamagotchi to My Meets.
Yeah.
You know, where you just have one that's just purely My Meets and then the rest are
Right.
app ones.
Yeah, because like I think when it comes down to it, it's just I guess it's timing. Like we don't know for sure if they will ever introduce like older characters or vintage characters to the app, either the meets or the on app. So it's like seeing this
Yeah.
type of stuff makes me happy that
Mhm.
they're being able to like put it in the actual My Meets app to actually have it be there because I love the vintage Tamas so
Me
much.
too. And they're popping up like as just kind of hanging out in the app, not as marriageable characters,
Mhm.
but I love seeing, you know, the Nyorochi. He's my favorite from the new
Yes.
one. And but he would be, I gotta say, awkward to mix with.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I've got this beautiful, you know, gorgeous Tama head, and then this like just with a snake body at the end.
Snake body.
Kind of
Yeah.
another Halloween. We're getting some good ideas for Halloween.
Yeah.
You know, Tamas, but yeah, I think Shimashimachi would be good because he's just doesn't have a weird enough torso to make things complicated.
He's so
Yeah.
cute, and he's from the mix, so he's already like a mixable. Like, there's probably files already for like certain
Right.
traits of him to be mixed. But usually, when you get him, you just get his whole body. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
so
Kind of like the Mochi guy, right?
yeah,
Mochi. You just once you get the body, that's
because
it.
he's just one lump. Like, you'll get different eyes, you know, like a headpiece, but
Which is fine.
That's
Which
very
is,
true.
He's a precious babe. But
he's my favorite,
He
all-time
sure
favorite
is.
character. He's so cute.
Yeah.
Aw.
yeah, like what Bolter did and everything, like showing them as twins and everything. It's just so cute to see
Mhm.
them like so like just joyful. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that pink and it's just cute. They look like batteries for me
Oh,
on like the
Oh.
negative positive because one's like
I-
red and one's like blue.
I just
Oh.
looked up what shima means in Japanese, and one of the meanings is stripe, bar, or streak.
Oh.
So that's
Well, that makes sense.
interesting. Just like stripe chi.
Stripe.
Stripe chi.
Fun fact of the day.
Boom,
I
boom.
just watched the Tamagotchi movie the other day, and I love that
Oh.
Kuchi Pachi says chi after everything.
Yes. Yes.
That's a big trope in Japan. They love it when people have like sort of funny accents or funny ways of talking. In Japan,
Right.
they find that hilarious. So I'm glad that they carried that over because I wasn't sure if they would, you know?
Yeah, that is
See, I
so.
need to watch the movie and the full series. That's
I
like the
know.
cartoon series. I need to do it.
Cartoon.
Yeah.
The cartoon is so good, you guys. The English one I really, really prefer because the Japanese one, some of the characters, their voices are so high pitched that I just want to like rip my ears
Oh
off.
God.
But
No.
it's very cute in the English one because they're really cute. Mamechi has the cutest and most like perfect Mamechi voice. Like
Oh,
that's exactly what
Oh.
you sound like. But yeah,
I
avoid the
love
Japanese one.
I love all their personalities when I watch like clips of the show or the movie. So I definitely want to watch the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's on YouTube for like all the episodes for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. So I just
So.
need to binge watch that on a weekday.
So some Digimon news. So there's the second version of the Digivice like Brick Pet up for pre-order at it was first up on EB Games Australia. And then it came up on Amazon.com. However, the blue last time I checked wasn't available. Let me do a quick check right now. I actually pre-ordered the purple first and then I switched. I was talking to my friend and I was like, the yellow on the purple is just so bright. I really like the green one. It kind of looks like my friend mentioned it looks like Jurassic Park, like kind of like
Yes.
Oh,
jungle
yes.
adventure sort of.
Yes, it
So,
does.
so I'm looking at the listing, see if they're still up. Of course, it could change by the time we post this, but just
Yeah.
to have like the most accurate info. But definitely keep you updated on Instagram. So it looks like
Mm-hmm.
the blue is no, it's not available yet. So it's just the green, the yellow, and the purple right now, and they're all transparent. And they come out the same day as the Pac-Man Nano in
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
America.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
That-
like me, I pre-ordered the purple one because I love me some purple. And
Yeah.
these ones are all clear shells, so I need to have them in my life. So
Oh, yeah. That
'Cause-
clear plastic aesthetic is so 90s. Like, I remember having that on my Game Boy, my N64
Yeah.
controllers, even the Nano Kitty, right? Like, that's a throwback to the 90s for sure.
yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Like all the
There's-
nano babies, kitties, all those. Yeah. Like see through anything was Gigapets even had like mostly see through I think as well.
That's true. Yeah. Even today,
Yeah. So
the T-Rex. I wonder what people, like kids that didn't grow up with the clear plastic aesthetic, I wonder what that looks like to them. Like, does that look cool or does that look like trash? You're like, I don't want to see the guts, you know?
Right.
It's like those see-through fish in the tank where you can see all their guts. You're
Right.
like, "Ah,
I can
I
see
didn't
your
want to know
heartbeat.
that. Yeah, that's scary. Does that not
Yeah.
scare you, dude? Like,
Right.
Is
But no,
is
I
that
mean-
what they feel?
super
I
cool.
feel like it's an aesthetic that needs to be reintroduced to the Tamagotchi and virtual pet community. Like Digimon, my first digital, my first Digivice or VPet was the clear white one with I think it was like a white frame and white buttons.
Mhm.
And
okay.
I think it was the version 1 or the series
That's
1 of
pretty
that.
sounding.
Yeah, and I was just
I
like,
don't remember that one.
I think it was one of the because I like I've said like I was obsessed with the clear shells of anything. So like bringing that aesthetic back for this one, like it brought me right back home, back to when I was a kid. So I was like, I
Aw.
want to get these ones so badly.
They're so cute. So, apparently they are, well, it seems from the Amazon listing, I don't think they posted anything really about them yet. But I think they're the same as the first wave that came out, except they have Lunamon and Coronamon eggs.
Mhm.
So that's the only difference
Oh.
I see in the description. But those two characters are really cute. I had to look them up because I know nothing about Digimon characters.
Right.
Yeah,
But yeah.
they're based off of I think they're based off the DS games that came
Oh,
out.
okay.
Oh,
Nice.
he kind of
Like-
looks, the Lunamon looks a bit like that cake Pokemon. I
Yeah.
forget what his name is, Lacrimichi or something?
Mhm.
Or Lacrimi, not Chi, because it's not Tamagotchi.
Oh, Alchemy.
Alcremie, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. He's kind of got that aesthetic going on. But
Look like
big
a
ears.
mix with Teddy Ursa and like
Hmm.
Yeah.
with the moons and stuff. Really
Hmm.
cutesy looking.
Yeah,
Very
like
cute.
I forgot which game this was based off of though. I'm trying to remember because it was like Pokemon like Sun and Moon. It was like the Digimon version. It was like Luna or Lunar or Solar because they're based off like one's the moon and Coronamon's based off the sun.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Because like one's
okay.
fire and one's like yeah, one's
Yeah.
sun and one's moon.
Yeah, it actually says she's
Very
a
cool.
moon rabbit. That is so
Hmm.
cute.
Oh, and that's
Yeah, and then
very
the other
Japanese
one's
aesthetic because they
yeah.
see the rabbit in the moon, so
Hmm.
they always pair those together.
Oh yeah, very very very. And I think we had a past background on the meets and ons that had like that rabbit in the moon background.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Hmm.
With the mochi pounding and yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and that's why the mochi bunny rabbit on the on, like the one I forget her name, but she's in like a mochi pounding pestle and she's got like these kind of goopy ears that are kind of a little bit brown on top. But yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Oh
in
yes, I know what
a
you're talking about.
mochi bunny and so they're like also like moon
Hmm.
themed as well.
Moon themed.
Yeah.
We love the moon here.
So cute.
We
Yeah.
sure do.
Well, on the basically the release of Tamagotchis that are up for pre-order on Amazon, UK and the US, there is the Tamagotchi Pac-Man device. Let's see here. It says that they're at GameStops and they're with a pre-order release date for was it February 24th
For
in the
UK.
UK,
Yeah. Mhm.
and then the US is the March 15th.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so
And
they're up for pre-order at GameStop. You can put $5 down. It'll be like the Good Tama, but yeah.
yeah, so they're all
Yeah,
this
so-
one's particularly a nano as well, like the Gudetama and Tamagotchi Eevee. And a few of us in the Tamagotchi community got them ahead of time. I saw that a few people were playing with them already,
Wow.
and I think there was like I forgot what it was exactly, but it was like Mamechi was like getting chased after by Pac-Man, or
Yeah.
like beside Pac-Man. I'm not for sure.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
they kind of or live side by side a little
Yeah,
bit. Like
Oh.
Pac-Man helps him out.
yeah. So I
Pac-Man
didn't know
helps
for
the
sure.
best.
So it was like I heard that also it was like potential like there would be a predator, basically like the ghosts that would come in to try to attack your Tamagotchi that's on the screen, and that the Pac-Man character is supposed to help out in any situation where that might happen.
It's like the angel.
Yeah. So I'm not for sure. There's been, like I said, there's been a few people that have been playing with the device, so I'm just radioing in and seeing exactly what they're doing with theirs and seeing like what the gameplay might look like. But it looks fun so far, and I'm loving the shells like they came out, especially the black one. The black one looks really really nostalgic to me,
The,
Pac-Man wise.
Mhm.
the black one is really sleek because it looks just like the actual arcade screen.
Hmm.
And like when you put on the silicone cover, it gives you the element of yellow that the other one has. So I kind of prefer the black one because you can take it off and it just looks like the arcade screen.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love the black one. I love that it says ready above the buttons.
Mhm.
The other one doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Super
Oh, the
cool.
other one doesn't. Oh, I didn't
No.
notice
Mm-mm.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are playing to the arcade aesthetic then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
But then also, sorry, you can go ahead.
okay. So yeah, Raw Tomazone, he's been posting like a bunch of pictures. He sleeps in a little crib at night. Like
Aw.
little danglies above him. And basically like there's bug attacks. It said on the Amazon website, kind of like the Merino, like where like bugs attack you. Sort of the same thing for the Pac-Man Tamagotchi, and you have to press a button and then Pac-Man will come and save you. So you're raising a Tamagotchi and Pac-Man is helping you out like from attacks. And basically if you like ignore him, then the level 256, I think it's called, bug screen will show up and it'll like try to like cover your screen.
Oh, okay. Oh, now I see what you're talking right here.
Yeah.
Like where Memechi's like by himself and like this code
Yeah,
that
it's like
shows
yeah,
up.
jumbled up code will like come after you.
Oh my God. It reminds me of Missing No from Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Missing
God.
No. So many
So
crossovers.
Yeah, so many. And then there's also like the Pac-Man secret character.
I
Um,
definitely thought that was Diddy Kong.
Yes, we were talking about that. We don't know what this thing looks like at all. So if anyone knows what it might like, we thought it was like what was it? Pac-Man with a Memechi hat.
That would make the most sense. That would make a lot more sense than Diddy
Mhm.
Kong. Yeah, that's for sure.
But then we're just
Yeah.
like we just don't know for sure. It's so random of pixels and stuff like that. So we don't know for sure exactly.
it could be Miss Pac-Man, but it looks like there's sort of like a lump behind the bow or ears or whatever it is. So I
Mhm.
think it's a hat.
Oh,
So
Yeah. So yeah, so it's like there's potential for anything right there, random. But yeah, it was like a Memechi headed Pac-Man, a Miss Pac-Man. Yeah, it's just I'm not for sure. It's just it's so like the outline of it's just so weird looking. So it's anyone's game.
I'm kind of
Right.
hoping it's something really weird that like nobody has guessed yet, you know?
Mhm.
It's just something it seems like we could predict it, but it would just throw everybody off.
Right. And you'd be
It'd
like,
be super weird.
it's like really that? And I was
Yeah.
was the
Exactly.
secret character for Eevee the Team Rocket hat or the Ditto Eevee?
I think that it
I
was the
think it
Ditto
was the
both.
Eevee.
Ditto.
The Ditto, okay.
I
Yeah,
think
because
so.
I've gotten almost all the evolutions on there, but there's like the Rocket Hat, Rocket Hat Eevee,
Mhm.
the Ditto Eevee, the Flower Crown Eevee or Flower Head
Oh, I
Eevee.
didn't get that one yet. That's cool.
Yeah, so there's quite a few different ones, but like those were like the three main ones that you can unlock.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
So the games seem really fun on the Pac-Man one. Like one of them is like you're playing Pac-Man, so you kind
Mhm.
of have to eat the balls, and then you can eat the ghosts if you eat the balls. And then the other one is sort of like a direction game, from what I remember. Raw Tamazon posted a video on YouTube. I watched it when he posted it, so it's been a few days. But yeah, it looks really cute, so I'm excited for this one. And the sounds are so nice. It plays like the Pac-Man theme.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah,
Does it have
so
that
it's
8-bit
exciting.
sound with
Yeah.
the...
Oh my God.
Perfect.
When you start it up, it plays the Pac-Man song. It's awesome. Like I wish the
Oh.
Pokemon one did that. What?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Pokemon. No, sorry.
Or the Pokemon Center noise. That is classic.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
gosh, yeah, that was so cool.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, because it's also like if you're putting batteries in, you're kind of like recharging the Pokemon, so
Yeah.
it works on more than one level.
Oh man, that'd be fun. Oh, just
Wouldn't it?
dang, we're giving Bandai ideas.
They're
Hello.
Man.
probably like limiting, like Pokemon Company was probably limiting Bandai and what they could do because like she couldn't poop. She only loved balls,
Oh.
remember?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That was weird. They were like, we
Yeah.
don't want to make Eevee look like she
Have
poops.
that image.
Yeah.
I don't know what their thought process is, but
Yeah,
She's
that
too
I was a
classy
little-
for that.
I was asking people that question when I got mine and everything, like, what is that thing that's right beside her? It looks just weird. And it's like, oh, that's its mess afterwards. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it doesn't use the restroom. It's a hairball. And I was like, that is random, but okay.
Or if you thought it was,
Yeah,
a dropping, and you'd be like, "What is wrong with my
Right.
Eevee?
yeah, something's happening.
Take her to the doctor."
Oh my goodness.
That's even worse.
Right, exactly. So it's like, okay, that was a thought. That was a
she's
thought
been
behind it.
grooming a little too much.
Right. What can you do?
Oh man.
Well, Pokemon don't poop apparently, so
Apparently, yeah.
they just hack up
No,
hairballs.
they don't.
It is really funny when you have like a very, like all the beautiful mermaid Tamagotchi, and they're so majestic looking, and then there's just a big crap on the floor. They're not even potty trained at this point.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Like,
It
oh
does sort of
boy.
like take away the magic.
Yeah. They're taking away the magic.
There you go. And
Oh.
speaking of magic or magical creatures, going into the next line of new releases, what's it called? Top Secret Toys has been leaking out information and videos and clips of the Gigapets Pixie prototype and the Gigapets Troll as well. So the Gigapets Pixie basically did a little bit of a playthrough of its animation on Instagram. You can check them out there, but it's just basically showing its close-up animations and like the actual shell design. And I am so excited for this release based solely on like the shell design, because if you have been checking out their Instagram, there's like their shell is like the classic Gigapet shape, but it has like the antennas and the wings of the pixie and everything. And they were talking about how that potentially can be able to detach the wings and put in new ones. I'm not for sure if that was a true thing, but I think the overall design is just like so nostalgic and so pretty.
It's very clean. It works really well with the traditional shape of the Gigapets, because it almost looks like the Pixie's head.
Exactly.
You know, like it really plays out pretty well.
Yeah, so they were saying that the wings like do detach. That they're gonna announce more colors soon. They said like a few weeks ago, so I'm like waiting for that. But yeah, and then the antennas you'll have to open up the device to actually take out. So the wings are detachable. The antenna's not supposed to be detachable, but you can take them out. So yeah, there's not going to be AR with this one. What they're really focusing on, gameplay wise, is the evolution tree. So there's going to be a whole bunch of different evolutions on this one, which is a big step up from what they had before with the other Gigapets AR, which they just had one evolution and then you're like, what do I do now? So
right.
So,
And I think
yeah.
that's what played so well in the sense of Tamagotchi, is that you have these so multiple outcomes based off of the care that you give your character. And I think the Top Secret Toys and Gigapets basically are starting to understand like that is something that people do enjoy quite a bit, so that it has a little bit more like continuity with the gameplay. I think that just makes it so much more fun, because you get to get the baby character and then see what the care you give it can make it evolve into a different type of pixie. I know there was a few characters that they did show on the box art that were really, really cute. Like one was like a grumpy looking, like beetle looking character, and one was obviously a pixie character, and then the baby was like a worm, like a little grub. So I'm excited to see what they do. And even though on the prototype it didn't show a background, but they said that they will be having a background be a part of the device. That we don't know for sure what that might be. It might be something really cool, like a mystical, magical forest or something like. So I'm really excited to see what this is going to really turn out to be.
I'm thinking it'll be like a forest, because it's like a forest fairy. That would be so cool. And I'm living for what's his name? I think his name is Thorn. He's like the little devil pixie. He's all grumpy.
Oh.
He is so cute. And what's cool about this one as well, like at first I wasn't that into this one because I don't really like the girly pixie design, but I really like this idea of it to where you can mix different ingredients and make potions.
Yes.
So that's super cool as well.
That.
Yeah.
Because
so I'm excited for
that was like the magical witches formula, right? With the whole recipe based Tama. And that is on my list of Tamagotchis, that, the Tamagotchi dream list is to get the magical witches. So if I can even pull one aspect from that and have it on a different Tama, like sign me up. And I think it's great that they're taking some notes out of Tamagotchi's book with the different evolutions. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't up to this point, with the release of like the T-Rex and stuff, because it does get a little bit boring if you know what character you're going to get. And that's pretty much it. But so I think I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, and I'm excited. And there was only like a select few of the vintage Gigas that had a evolutions tree as well. So it's something that
Yeah.
they never
Right.
really do. So it's pretty exciting. And also I was looking at the box art and you can grow like flowers it looks like as well. So there's also gardening, which I love the like all the
Oh,
flower pets that like you take care of flowers or something. So that's really awesome. So
Yeah.
that's
really like
unique.
yeah.
hmm
That's not
So I think.
even in the Tamagotchi. I guess it is in the Tamagotchi in terms of like growing a tree like in the peas, but I
hmm
love the flower gardening. That's really cute.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
it's
then
exciting.
I was thinking, like, what was it here? They had like a rose looking character, and one that had
Yeah.
like a ponytail, one that had like pom pom headpiece and stuff like that. So I'm just excited to see like what all the characters that they're going to be incorporated into this particular device. I think it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
going to be fun, and how in which to get them.
Probably if you garden a lot, you'll get the flower or something.
hmm
Like you'll be like a certain
Oh,
type of pixie or like a
like a
gardening
rose
pixie or
pixie.
yeah, I don't know. But
And then
yeah.
then you gotta misbehave to become the devil pixie.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for this one so much.
I think we're
I
all
mean,
gonna probably get this one, eh, guys?
oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna get this, and I'm gonna be doing like a video series for sure on my channel because I think
Ooh.
it's just something different that Gigapets hasn't done before in a long
Yeah.
time. And then like the companion to the Pixie, basically the troll, which is really fun because this one like it stands on its own, and then it also has like this weird shell. It's like it has like the troll hair, like the old troll dolls,
Oh
and
yeah.
then it has like the mouth on the actual shell design, at least what they showed, at least on their page and everything on Instagram. It just basically goes in a little more detail, like where they stand up and then they have like heart eyes, like regular eyes, star eyes. So it's like I wonder
Mm.
how they would play out game wise for something like this.
Right. They're really stepping up their game.
hmm
And
I'm
they're kind
excited.
of going towards like making the outer casing look a lot like what's inside of the Tamagotchi shell. Or
hmm
sorry, the Gigapets shell.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty cool. That's something that Tamagotchi doesn't really do.
hmm
Yeah, they're sort of experimenting a bit. Um, yeah, I don't know how the gameplay is gonna be on the troll. Like you see its eyes, but you haven't really seen much else. They were saying it's gonna be like a simpler one for more like the kids.
hmm
So they were like the
Mm.
pixies aimed for more like for us.
Right.
Also, kids can get them, but they're sort of
hmm
aiming the trolls at children. So it'll be simpler from what I imagine. But yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of the arms and legs, but
Yeah.
but it's still cool that
Yeah.
that they're
Like
releasing something else.
Yeah.
yeah, which I'm like I said, like in the virtual pet realm and stuff. I'm glad that any company is still making like
Yeah.
ones to
Gotta
come out and
support it.
everything. Yeah.
Exactly. And I wonder what the price point of the Pixie and the Trolls are going to be. Because the
hmm
Gigapets are
So
fairly cheap. Like I got mine for about my TX for
yeah,
about $10.
I think they're charging a little bit more for Pixie. The max
Yeah.
I think is like 20 though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Still super affordable. And,
yeah.
hmm Yeah, definitely.
hmm Yeah,
okay.
that's what's good about the new releases that come out because they're like, they're toys, so they're cheap. You get them like vintage and they're like $40.
Yeah. And you're like,
That's very true. It's
it's
nice to
smart.
buy a Tama that's not $80.
Yeah.
Oh God, don't get me started. I think a lot
Oh
of
my
people would
God.
agree to that.
I kind of made a jump whenever I found out that the Pixie was going to be a recipe-based Tama. I thought, oh my God, they're gonna
Right.
re-release Magical Witches.
Oh
My
God, I
boyfriend's like,
wish.
that's kind of a stretch, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. But I don't know.
Oh
Maybe I'll
my.
email Bandai and be like, look, these things are going for like 500, like $1,000 now. You guys could
hmm
make a killing off of this.
Just saying.
They
Just
would.
just let me know. I mean, right? Like, and I would be one of those people that would, if they had re-released the Magical Witches, just saved up enough money and been like, okay, I'm gonna finally drop it on them, on one
Right.
before it becomes $2,000, and then be like, Bandai announces the release of Magical
Right.
Witches, English
Oh my
version,
God.
and then I just
Oh
die.
God.
Can you
That'd be
imagine?
awesome.
Can you imagine?
I could imagine,
Oh,
but
don't do it. It
I'm
hurts.
I'm
It
not gonna
hurts.
say it.
Oh, do you guys have magical witches?
No.
I
Is it
haven't
on your
got
dream?
one. I played with my friends when I visited her. I went to go visit her a couple years ago, and I played with it. It was cute. Um, I don't know if it's worth it if you don't have the whole set, because
Right.
Right? And that's like a $4,000, you know? At least in Canadian prices, that would be
Right.
$4,000
Oh
to get
God.
all the Tamagotchi or all the magical witches. But
Hmm.
yeah, having one is tricky enough.
Yeah. Whenever I see Halloween come around and I see on Instagram everyone like popping theirs out, and I'm just like, I'm mad. I'm so bitter, Betty, over here.
Man. I tried to get people in my group to run their magical witches so I could kind of live vicariously through them, but
Right. Oh.
we didn't see any this year, so maybe next year.
Right. I don't know. I mean, it might come out with a like a theme, something like similar to that. Like I brought up the like wanting to do the Devil Gotchi and the Angel Gotchi as a meets on type of version. I think it'd
Oh,
be something really cool to do something like that too with new characters. But like
heck
it's
yes.
just it'd be cool to have something like that and just possibly Bandai hear us in that sense because we already had the magical and the fairy. So
Mhm.
let's evolve on this, especially things that we have had in the past. I think
Oh
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
loves the Devil Gotchi and the Angel Gotchi so much. So
Oh yeah.
please
they
bring
have
it to us.
they have the cutest characters, and the gameplay is really fun. I
Hmm.
really enjoy the angel, and I play the devil on my phone. I'll probably get one day though, but
Hmm.
the they're just really cute. I may or may not have a tattoo appointment planned. So
Oh, there you go. Oh my
Oh,
God, that'd be cool.
oh,
Oh,
I'm so excited for that.
like,
Oh my
is it gonna be
goodness.
like a whole series type of thing? Like a like.
so I don't really care if someone steals my idea because I came up with it. But I mean, I
Okay.
don't know if someone else, but I'll explain it. But I was thinking like a Devilgachi. Well, I already picked I'm gonna do the twin devil characters,
Hmm.
sort of
Right.
mischievously playing an Angel Gachi, like an oversized Angel Gachi, like
Oh.
Come
they're like laying over it.
on.
And I picked the cutest, like I mean the the best artist for like cutesy like tattoos, and I'm just so excited.
Oh
So
my
Oh
God.
my God.
she's
Oh,
so
Just get it done.
yeah.
is it gonna be like, can you see the screen? Like, will it be part pixel art as well?
So we'll see what she like draws up, but
Okay.
probably like if she does have me like have the screen showing, I don't know
Mhm.
if I should have it like crying because they're like it's the devil playing it.
Oh my God. That would be
So
awesome. Oh
That's
my God.
pretty great. And like
So,
pixel, I'm always so impressed whenever anyone can do a really good pixel art tattoo because that has got to
hmm.
be the hardest thing. That's got to be harder than line work, like
Right.
smooth line work and
yeah.
pixel
Keeping it
art. That is
straight.
hard to nail. I have seen
Yeah.
it though, some really, really decent quality pixel art tattoos. So,
Right.
and it would be a cool mix too if you had like the combination of the pixel art with the kind of
Yeah,
3D,
for sure.
Realism.
right?
Because like yeah, it's sort of like I don't know, just kind of cool to see like the 3D models and then the pixel models. And she
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, we can have them like sitting on a cloud." I'm like, "Oh, yes."
Oh
Oh, does she know about the
man.
angel? Does
I
Oh
she
my
don't
know about
God.
it or?
I sent her reference pictures and like of the packaging and the artwork and stuff. So
Oh,
she kind of
okay.
got like a feel for it. So,
She
Oh
got an
good.
idea.
um
She sure did. Wow. I
Wow.
can't wait for this,
Oh
I
yes,
know.
Destiny.
please post photos because I think that'd be so awesome
I
of a
Oh yeah.
concept. Oh.
Yeah, I'm
See.
a few months out, but yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome.
But yeah, and then there wasn't like a random bit of news, sort of, or not really news. So Bandai Japan posted a like a video on YouTube, just sort of commemorating Digimon as a whole, like the anime, the virtual pets. Like they just had a whole bunch of like Digimon stuff like relating to real life, sort of like kind of how it reminded me of Pokemon Go, like when they
Hmm.
released their trailer seeing the Pokemon in real life.
Hmm.
So in the video, they were playing with a few virtual pets. But near the end, and all of them were like real virtual pets that they have made. And in the end, they have this kid holding up this device that is shining, like it's lit up, like you can't see the screen, but it's like white light, just like, and it looks like it could be maybe a color screen Digimon coming out. Like it might be a stretch, but I feel like why would they show this device that's not a real thing in
Hmm.
like
Mhm.
with the ones that are a real thing, and it's at the end of the video.
Right.
I
Such a
mean,
teaser.
I know.
Like a big tease. That'd be rude if they didn't.
That'd be rude. Another curveball.
Just saying, like, oh my God. I mean, because how many people have talked about it recently and in the past? Like, they had so many Tamagotchis come out there a color screen. Why don't they do this for Digimon?
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
like, come on, you have the technology. Please do it. It'd be cool.
Can you imagine a world where they have a color Digimon and then they have like a Digimon like Tamagotchi with multiple versions in it? Like they both like learn from each other a little bit.
Oh my God, that'd be so cool. Well,
But yeah, that a color
if-
Digimon.
like seriously, like I'm just thinking, like, because you were talking about like in the video and stuff that it's like almost like Digimon are in the real world, like Pokemon Go. Like if they were to have something like that incorporated with an app.
Oh, almost like a pedometer.
Yeah, like because
Mm.
like that's what Digimon's been quite a bit about, was having it be a pedometer pet with a
Yeah.
few of the releases. So it's like, oh my God, like that'd be cool to have a companion to an app that they can be able to, we can walk around.
Intertwine them. That would be
Mhm.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That
I
would
mean,
be-
these I could definitely see happening at least
Yeah.
somewhere down the road, because
Hmm.
I almost feel like a color Digimon is inevitable with how well they're doing, like both
Yeah.
here and overseas.
yeah.
Like it may not be the next one, but it might be the next one, but it's definitely got to be coming, right? And
Yeah.
the app interchangeability is like very popular, even though
Mhm.
like with the Nano and the Gigapets, it's just kind of AR, but it
Right.
seems like they're going in the right direction.
Yeah, because
So-
everything is going to like mobile gaming. Quite a bit of things are going to mobile gaming. So why
Mhm.
not incorporate a device that can do that as well? Like with Pokemon, for example, they have like the Pokewalker or the Pokemon.
The
That's like the-
Pokewalker.
Yeah, so basically, like like do something like that.
Oh.
People would love, to have a device that they can have a companion with, to be able to like either like find other, like you can walk a certain amount of steps, whatever, and then you open up the app and then your Digivice, and then you get to battle that particular character on the app, and then
That you
get
came
whatever
across.
information. Yeah,
Right.
and get
And you
whatever
get
information onto your
items.
device.
Or if you could
Yes.
like battle your friends on the
Yes.
app. Yeah,
Yes.
that would
Oh
be
my
so
God. Like, come on.
That is necessary.
And it even is kind of shaped like the pedometer, like the I forget what it's called, but it's sort of shaped like one of those pedometers, but it's like a little bit different. It's like kind of more circular, but
Mhm.
I could
Mhm.
definitely see that. And yeah, I don't know why else they would show it. So,
Right.
Yeah. Other than to troll us.
Yeah, no, saying don't be rude. Just if this is gonna be what's happening, just give us a little bit more, just to go off of and hope for. Because I think it's just fun to speculate that this might potentially happen down the road. Because there would
Yeah.
be, believe me, there's a market for it. People would buy
Oh,
this. I would buy this.
And that's kind of the way that they're moving marketing styles, right? Like,
Mhm.
I know with the release of New Horizons, wasn't it just a quick little thing
Oh,
about
yeah.
Tom Nook with nothing on the screen? Just you heard like Tom Nook Airlines, and then they ended the Nintendo Direct, like, oh, and everyone's cheering, like, but it's just like
Yeah.
a tiny little taste. So that's
Yeah.
why I kind of think it might go that way, because they do. That's a very popular marketing technique these days.
they
Mhm.
want people to see it, speculate, talk about it, and then like wait for
Right.
the announcement,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
stir up as much, of people to really
Hype.
get into it. Yeah, like was it like cliffhangers? Yeah, like you don't know what's gonna
Right.
happen in the next episode, but just stay tuned. So that's
Big-
what I'm looking at.
Right.
Yeah. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Especially with social media, and everyone's going to be
Yeah.
talking about it. And
Mm-hmm.
get that hype train going. Choo
Yep.
choo.
Hashtag it. Hashtag it.
Hashtag it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And the X3 is coming out in March, and that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be their last one in their X3 in their X line, from what I heard.
Oh.
So
Mm.
they could be working on the next one after that. So
Yes, please.
Is it Japanese only, the X
Mm-hmm.
one?
X3,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those ones are the $60 ones, America
Mm-hmm.
gets the $20 ones, but
Yeah.
this is something.
Right.
Those X ones, oh my goodness, they're so beautiful. Like,
Oh yeah.
are
And
they
the
clear
characters on them.
facing
The
as
Mm-hmm.
well?
X2 is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And the
Now you're gonna have
X3
to.
is, the X1 isn't, but the X2 and X3, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
X3 as well. Okay.
yeah, and they're really fun to play. It's like playing a little RPG, and I love
Mm-hmm.
them. They're
Yeah.
really cute.
Oh.
The characters, because there was the X antibody characters. So it's like
Antibody.
they're the revamped versions of the older Digimon from the first like series.
They're sort of like mecha
Oh.
looking,
Yeah.
and I'm excited for
Oh.
Pumpmon. He's gonna be on the X3, so he's
Yeah.
spooky.
Yeah.
My favorite character is, I can't remember his name right now, but he's kind of like a sludge ball and the two eyeballs come out the top of his head.
Oh,
Oh,
Numamon.
Numamon!
He's like
I
green.
love him. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just kind of like a pile of puke. Like, I love that guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Is
he
he
throws poop at you.
is he on the X? Any of the X versions?
I think he has the X antibody version. I think it's on the X1. I
Okay.
think. Yeah, because he has like where his eyes are that connect to the body, right in between is an X on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like
I'm
me,
gonna
I
have to
like
get that
X
one.
antibody Renamon. Renamon's like one of my favorites because she's like this fox Digimon, and she's
Oh,
really
okay.
really cool, majestic looking. So they did like a really cool version of her. So yeah.
Wicked.
I'm excited. So yeah, today was just a whole bunch of news.
Mm-hmm.
That is basically all we have today. I figured we had a lot of news to cover, so we might as well get into it. There was the leaks, the new P1, P2s, the Digimon
Mm-hmm.
stuff, Evangelion,
Mm-hmm.
cool downloads, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Pac-Man Nano,
Mhm.
so Pixie, yep.
Yeah. The beginning of this
Fun
year
stuff.
is stacked.
Yep. Yeah, we have quite the
Sure.
year ahead of us.
Yeah, and my paycheck is not going to be a paycheck. It's going to, my bank account's going to be, non-existent.
That Animal Crossing Switch.
Oh yeah, don't get me
Oh.
started. Oh my God,
Oh.
to see the Switch version for it is just so pretty. That the custom Switch is just pretty. That pastel blue and the green, and then
And
the
the
dock.
back of it,
I
the
love
back
Oh.
of like
back
the
of it.
actual physical system is honestly somehow my favorite part, and I'm like,
It's my favorite part. I love that there's a
is it?
shark fin, there's a whale
Mhm.
fin, which
Yeah.
are there whales now in Animal Crossing? Also,
I
there's like
guess.
characters that are
Hopefully.
blurred out that they blurred out in the pictures, so they're like
Mhm.
spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's
So
quite a few different animals that are not present quite yet in the game, so excited to see what they're gonna do.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I think me and Destiny are getting that like Switch one. Are you getting it too, Aaron?
I don't know.
The
All right.
physical Switch?
Because I want to get it so badly. Believe me, I want to get it. It's just that I do have a Switch. I do
Same.
have two Switches, but it's like,
Oh, you have two.
hmm,
Okay.
yeah. And I'm like, should I just get another one?
I
Just for
know.
the awesomeness of it is. I mean, so I might, if anything, I might trade in my current one for a little bit of money and put that
Mhm.
towards that one, so that
Yeah.
I'm not being, bad.
Yeah, because we've been wanting to get a second Switch for some time, and I was like, we gotta wait for like a really cool Switch release, and
Yeah.
we wanted to get the Pikachu Eevee one, but it just sold out so
Mhm.
fast.
Yeah.
So I was almost like, okay, we should just get our second Switch, because we're just waiting too long. And then this one, like Destiny showed me the photos, I
Mhm.
think yesterday, and I was like, okay, I'm there.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful, like, I love the blues of it. It's just perfect for this release. So
Yeah.
like I said, I might just trade in one for it's put money down and just get it, and then just cry about it later. But I think it's worth it because like you get the
totally.
game, you want to get the system that goes with the game. It was like the same with Sword and Shield. I was like, I want to get the light. Was it the light version, the Switch Lite?
Yes.
That was specific to the Sword and Shield version.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really need this, but I need it in my life. But I was like, I need to get it. So that one is the one I got. And then when I was like, I was kicking myself as soon as I saw this release, and I was like, are you serious? I was thinking in my head, this is gonna happen. Why am I doing this to myself? Why did I do this to myself? But oh no, like I said, I might just bite the bullet and just do it.
I think if you don't, you'll probably regret it more not getting it later on.
It's gonna be
even
expensive.
Though it's expensive, it's like a year down the line you might be like, fudge, like why didn't I get that?
Yeah, exactly. The same thing with Tamagotchis. You're like your 18-year-old self is like, oh, I'll wait, and then 5 years from then it's like $200, $300 to get that one thing that you could have got for like $40.
Yes, the scalper prices. That's the thing, It's like, this is gonna be double the price if I wait a year. Is that worth the inflation?
Exactly.
All these factors come into play.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they never like put those like limited ones back out. Like at GameStop,
That's right.
Like we just have the red and blue and the gray, and that's it. Like the Smash one never came back. Diablo.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like gotta
get them while they're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And I hope it brings in a whole new wave of pastel Joy-Cons.
Oh yeah. Awesome. Yes, please. Because
it's 2019.
Yeah, exactly. I have the one that's the neon red or orange and the blue, which I like, don't get me wrong, but I like those softer colors. I think they just make it pop a little bit more. And when I saw this, I was like, oh god. I'm like, Joshua, like my husband, Joshua, can I? He's like, I don't know. Your birthday's in July. And I was like, but it's gonna be here sooner than July, Joshua.
Oh,
like
you guys.
Trying to bargain.
Interesting information is that in Japan they are releasing just you can just buy the dock as well as the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I am like, I want a second Switch anyway, and I really love that back part of the Switch. But if if that was like less of an important thing to you, you could always just buy the dock and the Joy-Cons.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
And the Joy-Cons in Japan, they're usually the opposite color. So when you have it, you'll be like, yeah, the Japanese version.
Fancy schmancy.
Like, yeah, you got that, but I have this.
Yeah, check my notes.
Right. Oh my god. So yeah, most definitely I'm probably gonna get it. I just need to coerce myself into just doing it.
Destiny and I will help you, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're good enablers, I think.
I'm fine with that. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, and then we have a couple craft corners, and then that's about it for today.
Yay.
But let's see, we have one that Aaron recommended. If you want to go into it.
Yes. One of the things I love about this particular Instagram account, which is BandyDayTama, BandyDay.Tama, they have a cool assortment of accessories as well as cases for Tamagotchis. Particularly, most recently, they've been doing a lot more focus on the meets and the ons, and they are just plush and beautiful and a necessity to any collector's I think repertoire of cases, because they're just like so colorful, like especially if you like the cutesy like Sanrio characters, like Disney. They have a lot of Sailor Moon cases as well, so it's something to consider for your cases for your new Tamagotchis that you've got, other ones that you currently have. But yeah, their Instagram is BandyDay.Tama, BANIDAY.TAMA. So they have a lot of cool like plush cases. I really been wanting to get their Mimichi case that is like really, really soft looking and just adorable
Oh,
and
Oh,
just
yeah.
cute.
cute.
I'm
I just
seeing it
really
right
want it so badly. So
now.
yet again, money probably shouldn't be spending, but I need to spend because I have to have this in my life.
I love
They
the
have some really
Stitches
cute.
one. So
They
hmm
have
cute.
some
Oh yes,
really
that's.
cute Sailor Moon ones too. Oh my goodness.
hmm Yeah, the Stitches. Because I have Stitches in my Animal Crossing game on the DS, or the 3DS,
Me too.
and I have to have him in my town anywhere. So especially when I saw the Stitches one, I was like, I need to have him. He is so adorable, and it's like a serious like a plushie case. It's like him as a toy or a doll, and you can
Oh.
house him your Tama in it. Perfect.
So cute. And then I wanted to shout out Kuska Workshop on Instagram. I recently bought one from them because they made a um Kuchi Pachi based on I think it's called the Dream Pierce, where he's in the
hmm
ramen bowl. And he has a little cracker, he has like little something on his head.
hmm
He's just happy to be in that bowl of ramen. I love it.
Same.
It's
But
so
yeah.
cute.
But yeah, they have like cool assortment of charms, like so many different ones from like the Ons, vintage characters and stuff like that. It's just they're really, really pretty. Ugh.
I
Yeah.
love the pancake
hmm
Tamagotchi keychain.
hmm
Oh, incredible.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, so much detail, so much detail.
It's perfect. It's like looks exactly like him.
hmm hmm
So impressed.
And I
Yeah,
think
they're so cute.
I think they do also custom orders of the Tamagotchis that you have on your On or Meets, correct?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Uh,
And they've just been really going into the P's like download VDP characters and
hmm
stuff like that. It's just so cool.
super
Love the
cute.
little Minnie Mouse
hmm
one, little Burger Coochie Pachi. So
hmm
cute.
Oh my god.
Oh. I just want to make a really quick throwback to Banny Day. One of their cases was, the Sony plushes that were released? They were like pastel versions of Kuchipachi and Mamechi with the like little stars on their face, and that
Oh
was released
yeah.
only in Japan.
hmm
Banny Day made a case. I'm just looking at it right now. This adorable Tamagotchi case that is basically a miniature, and it's beside the big plush doll. And I think, guys, I might just buy that after this
Oh
podcast
yeah.
because that is out of this world.
hmm
Oh
And
my
those are
goodness,
the ones that are like the most recent plushes that came out.
that's
They're
right.
all
Yeah,
over Instagram.
that's
They're
Mhm.
like
right.
really pastel green, cute,
Yep.
like with purple eyes. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
so
the
cute.
purple eyes, and Mamechi's like top ears are purple as well, like a light
hmm
lavender purple. But whew,
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's really cute. Oh my
a
goodness.
must have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are from
exactly.
like a crane game or something.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
so,
is
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're really cute.
hmm
I love
Oh.
crane games. They just opened one here and like with a whole bunch of like Japanesey like cutesy like Sanrio, like a whole bunch of lines and lines of crane games and it's
Excuse
Oh
me.
my god. Oh,
amazing.
bless you. No, I love me some crane games, like going to like Denny's and after eating and then going to the claw machine and just like throwing down $20 for that one plush that I could have bought 3 of them.
You know what? Denny's one time had a candy corn devil, and I am so mad I didn't try for
Oh man.
it. He was so
Oh. Well,
cute.
if anything, find it. I can make a plushie for you.
Aw.
Like a picture, I can crochet you one.
That
Oh,
would be awesome. He was so cute. He had a little pitchfork.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
But yeah, that's today's show, everyone. Looks like we're at almost 2 hours. So
Oh wow.
that kind of flew by.
yeah.
That was very exciting for our
Oh,
official
yes.
first episode.
Yeah, this is so crazy to be a part of this gathering and stuff like that. We can talk about
Yeah.
and nerd out on something that's as cool as toys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it's
really
so
fun. So thank you for
Yeah.
choosing us
Oh yes, yes,
as your
thank you.
co-hosts.
Of course. So you guys were awesome. Can't wait for the next show.
Mhm.
So next time we'll probably like put up a poll or something for the next show, like for the theme. Um, so we'll see. And there's gonna be lots of new releases coming out, so we'll probably see more information. But yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It'll be fun to look back
Excitement.
to and see what which one of our projections came true, you know?
Right.
Remember the episode 1 we were talking about? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we have it documented with our
That's
voices.
right.
Yes.
That's right. No one
heard
can
this first.
say we didn't.
We're the psychics of the Tamagotchi and virtual pet community.
No big deal. We just know it ahead of
We
time.
just know it.
Oh, if only. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
So
To
yeah,
be determined.
you can follow us pretty much everywhere, TMGCTEA. Instagram and Twitter mostly is where we're active. We're also on Discord.
Mhm.
We also have a link for merch. If you go to our Instagram link in bio, we have a Redbubble account where you can get an awesome Tamati mug with cute Coochie Pachi in his cup
Boom.
on your cup. So yeah.
Which I'm gonna get mine soon because
Yeah,
that
I
sounds
think-
like awesome.
I think we should all have one, right, for the Tamati group.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Yep.
Yep. I need to have it every time we have our podcast so it can be like represent.
Exactly.
Our mug. Yeah. Today I was using a Tamagotchi heat change mug. I'm sure you guys all seen the recent American release, but next time I'm going back to the Tamati mug. So
There we go.
Yeah.
See, I had my Charmander coffee mug that has foil, so it shines.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, the metallic cups. I've seen those.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
I love it.
Nice.
Today I had a Easter garden party Pikachu and Eevee mug,
Yep,
Oh.
yep.
but I also have that Tamagotchi heat change mug, so I probably should have used that one for our stuff.
See, I need to buy that one because I've been seeing them everywhere, and I'm like, I need that, and I also want to get that battery charging pack one, like that, not the mug, but the actual battery pack that's shaped like a Tamagotchi egg.
Oh.
Oh,
What?
okay. I was like,
Oh yeah, I
battery
know what you
charged
mean.
mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get. No, I'm not charging a mug. I just need to get
That's a
Tamagotchi
disaster
themed
waiting to
everything.
happen.
Right.
Electrocution. Your mug's plugged into the wall.
Oh my god.
The latest technology.
Right.
That's a nice 3-in-1 though, like a hand warmer, charger, Tamagotchi. It's nice.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. That's all you need. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
All right. See you guys next time. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.